Hello. I'm making food. Look at that. Roast beef. Garlicky roast beef. And then, where did I put them? I'm cooking these guys for the first time. Parsnips. I've never used parsnips before. So, yay. Isn't this the thing that is stock in Animal Crossing? No, that's turnips. Okay, so apparently I get turnips and parsnips confused. But, yeah, parsnips, another winter produce that I'm focusing on today. The only recipe I could find that I can make is this potato parsnip mash. So that should be interesting. Yesterday's dinner was amazing, by the way. So parsnips. Potatoes and parsnips mashed together with a little garlic, sour cream, and butter make a surprisingly tasty side dish. The parsnips add a slightly sweet and spicy taste to the potatoes, apparently. I don't even know if I've ever eaten a parsnip in my life. So, yeah, I don't know what to expect from this. I have made this roast beef recipe before, though. From what I remember, it was really good. I think I made it on stream, too. I think this is the second time I made this recipe on stream. Anyway. Should probably start with the roast beef because it needs time. Wait, how long is this shit supposed to cook? Apparently a lot of time. I'm scared. What did I sign up for? Okay, well. Roast beef. There it is. It's just a big ass chuck roast. Boneless. It asks for a 2 to 3 pound roast or eye round, all fat trimmed off. Yeah, that's not happening because the fat's like marbled in here. But I'll do what I can on the outside fat. But yeah, this recipe I'm pretty sure is pretty easy. It just might take a while. Hey, Subscriber, how you doing? Alright, I think that's all the fat I'm gonna get off here. I guess I could cut this chunk out. Just like I said, the rest is like marbled through and I don't want to like completely butcher it. It's making you drool. It's not even cooked yet. All right. Yeah. Just hit my iPad with my slab of meat. Okay, so now what do we do? So it's already been sitting at room temperature for over an hour, which was the first step. Then we trimmed the fat off the meat, well, we could anyway. Using a sharp knife, pierce meat about 1/2 inch deep and insert slivers of garlic in each hole. So I need to sliver some garlic, 4 cloves. I also need to retrieve my big knife from wherever it is, because it's not here. So hold on. Hey Lama, how you doing? Look at that hunk of meat. Would you look at my hunk of meat? Yeah, it's a pretty big ass hunk of meat. Not gonna lie. Hey.
You got a copy of?
Earlier, but I won't refuse another. I'm tired AF. I had to get up earlier than usual. Take my daughter to a hair appointment. Actually, I've been taking her places all day. I'm over it. Over being the chauffeur. And my husband did like the meanest thing ever to me earlier. He like woke me up unintentionally, but he was unintentionally mean to me. So he woke me up after taking our son to school, and the house just smelled like bacon. And I was like, dude, why does the house smell like bacon? And why don't I have some? Of course, he didn't mean to wake me up, though. Hi, I'm a noble person. It's a thick meat, thick piece of meat. I know. I know. But yeah, I'm counting my calories right now too. So like, I was just like an extra layer of mean. Like, man, bacon smells amazing. But I know like waking up just to eat bacon and then fall back asleep is gonna sabotage the shit out of me. Definitely don't want to chop it up too tiny right now because we're going to be stuffing this in our hunk of meat. All right, there's all our garlic pieces. Now, we get to stab. Die. Stuff you with garlic. So yeah, cut little, just, you know, little stabs everywhere. Stuff each stab with garlic. And it's stab holes. Every time I fire up the grill for lunch, I have to make a little extra. I have to. I mean, come on. Be considerate to those who can smell it. That's all I'm saying. But that makes up for it. Thank you. That makes up for the bacon smells.
Is it really bacon smells?
Huh?
I wanted bacon sandwiches.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a crime.
Because you didn't make me any bacon.
Wasn't enough.
I mean, just like one slice of bacon would have been nice. It's got nothing to say to that. No argument to that. It wouldn't. You would. Said I didn't know you would react to the Folgers commercials to bacon. Don't argue with me with a knife in my hand, man. Not smart. I'm stabby right now. Hold on, I gotta get some of this coffee. I'm feeling stabby. There's like some natural like separation between the fat and the meat. I'm like tempted to use it for my garlic pouches, but I feel like it's a little too big. I think we gotta make our own garlic pouches. Who is that? Who is that? Blizz? Weird, I have an urge to slap that beef, to slap it. That sounds very sexual. Slap that beef. And I have a lot of garlic left. Can't find a better man. And that song's just stuck in my head. And I don't even know the words. All I know is better man. Can't find a better man. Guess I'll shove it in the fat zones too. Why not? Alright, it feels pretty properly mutilated now. Okay. I'm done shoving garlic in the holes and making holes. Now what? Next, we need to preheat. Oh, wait. Okay, we gotta preheat the oven to 350. And we also need to lightly spray the meat with olive oil and season generously with salt, pepper, and rosemary. So, hey, Silent, how you doing? Let me see if I'm supposed to use dried rosemary or what. There's my meat. Check out my meat. Thank you, Molyneux. I dyed it myself. Wax and bleach. But yeah, I couldn't get the roots to lift as much as the rest of my hair. So now it's like it's kind of weird. But that's okay. It's whatever. Alright, we gotta season this meat. Yeah, we are supposed to use dried rosemary. So salt, pepper, and dried rosemary. I have no idea what kind of thing I'm looking for right now. Oh, yes I do, I found it. Rosemary. Salt. Pepper. Okay, I think I'm gonna need, I need to go grab charger real quick because my tripod is looking not well charged. Shit, I'm dropping everything. Take care of that issue. But yeah, I asked Twitter, what color should I dye my hair? Giving the choices rose gold, lavender, ash brown, like my natural hair color, and black. And pretty much like 50% of people voted lavender. So that apparently is lavender. That's the result. Speaking of salt, I need to throw some of my yard. My neighbors threw a voodoo doll over the fence, and for whatever reason, even though I don't necessarily believe in it, I still don't want that energy. What the fuck? I'm also going to fuck with them now because this is war. Yeah, why would they do that? That's so weird. Does it look like you? What a creeper. No? What does it look like? How do you even know it's a voodoo doll? Like, how can you tell these things? I don't know. Alright, so we're supposed to be generous. Do we do it all over? I think so. Oh wait, we're supposed to spray with olive oil first, my bad. Well, you should make a voodoo doll that does look like them and throw it over there. Or better yet, just put it on their front porch all creepily sitting up with an eyeball missing or something. Its head turned backwards. And make it, like, give it an alarm clock too. Like, put an alarm clock inside of it. And set it for like 5 hours. So it's ticking by the time that they open the door. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't steal my roleplay ideas. They're trademarked. I was thinking of just walking down the Jehovah's Witness church. It's literally outside and see if they'll help me unknowingly fuck with them. Oh yeah. Sick 'em on them. That's a good idea. Like, my neighbor could really use your help. I think they're lost. And they're interested at the same time. Okay, rosemary. How much rosemary? 2 teaspoons of dried rosemary. Oh crap, that was a lot that I just put on that one side. Okay, it's looking pretty well seasoned on that side anyway. Let's do the other. Can't find a butter man. Alrighty. Now salt and pepper. Yeah, and I went to the gym yesterday, and it was cardio day. Wait, weird shit has happened since they moved in, though? I've heard some weird shit that scared me. Wait, like what? But yeah, yesterday was cardio day for me. So I used the like Stairmaster thing machine. I really wanted to do the rowing thing, but I don't know how to do it. So I got intimidated and did the stair thing instead. And I didn't feel like I was really doing much, but apparently my heart was going like 170 most of the time, and I was like sweating like crazy. So I think I like the stair thing. It didn't really feel like I was doing much, but apparently I was doing a lot. I know we went through so many neighbors at our old house. Like that's why I had to move and get a house that's like kind of separated from our neighbors instead of like right on top of each other, because we went through so many neighbors at our old house. Like it seemed like every like 6 months or something we'd be getting a new neighbor, because probably they heard us role playing and they'd hear like, you know, Sheila and Michael and like just all kinds of different voices coming through yelling. And then my husband's office was like a closet and it'd overheat really fast, so he had to have the window open a lot of the time to like vent out some of that heat from 2 PCs running in a tiny space. So I know they heard him. And we just like, they were, I guess, too intimidated to come knock on the door and ask, hey, everything okay here? Like, they just move. Oops. During the last hurricane, toward the end, when it was all done, I heard some like demonic voodoo spirits, and I swore something ran past the car during my nap because no power at the time. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Our neighbors probably thought we were like into voodoo or something too. They were probably like, dude, there's like 20 people living there, or they're like messing with witchcraft or something. I don't fucking know. I'm out. Not worth it. It's totally just worth uprooting our lives and leaving instead of investigating. I'd be dying laughing if I heard y'all. No, they didn't find it funny, I guess. They just left. Oops. And it was always the same neighbors, too, on the same side of the house. So I'm pretty certain it was us chasing them away. Whoopsies. All right, we're supposed to put it on a roasting pan. I don't know if I have a roasting pan, and I feel like I come across this issue every time I make this. So I think I end up using this pan, which is not a roasting pan, but it has holes in it. And then putting another pan underneath so it can, like, the liquids can drip onto something. Close enough. Out there. And then we need our meat thermometer. And it says to set it for 130 for rare, 140 for medium rare, 150 for medium, 155 to 160 for well done. I'm thinking like 145. Like kind of in between medium and medium rare. We haven't been going through neighbors here though, so I think we're safe now that our offices are in the basement and our houses are a little bit further apart. I think we're pretty well soundproofed now. All right, so apparently my roast beef is not quite room temperature. It's like 60 some degrees. My room temperature was 75, apparently. Yes, I do keep it warm in here because I'm always cold. Oh, it's saying it's like 65 now. Damn. Guess I should have set it out for longer. Oh well. I'm going to go ahead and put it in even though my oven's only at 340. It's supposed to be at 350. Okay, now it's down to 64, so definitely not room temperature, but close enough. Yeah, I can call that close enough too. It's all good. All right, let me wash off my cutting board, get all these meat juices off before we start on our parsnip potato mash or whatever you call it. Can't find the butterman. And I wish I knew. I hate when I have a song stuck in my head and I only like know 2 words of it. It's the worst. You can look up the lyrics. Oh, it's already up to 69, apparently. It's kind of weird. Is that normal? Hopefully that's working. Already up to 70. Okay, that doesn't seem accurate. Like, how far was I supposed to shove that thing in? Okay, it's already up to 71. This isn't working. Where's my oven mitt? Oh. Yeah, that seems a little too fast to me. Oh, it's 72? Like, no. No, you're not. I think I was just supposed to shove it further in. Ow. Oh, ow. Put it all the way in. See if that helps. I feel like it's detecting too much of the oven. All right, now it's going down. All right, apparently you need the whole thing in there, not just the tip. That's what she said. Okay. Now for our parsnip potato mash. Yeah, you like that? Too good of an opportunity. Can't miss it. Okay, we need to prep this shit. Why is the website being all frozen? Quit it. What's that? Hey, Alistair. Thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate you. How's it going? So what are you guys having for dinner tonight? I want to know. Okay, we got to peel all this first. All this needs peeled. Leftovers? Hey, nothing wrong with leftovers. When I play The Sims, I always choose leftovers. I threw a pizza in the oven and called it a lazy day. Nothing wrong with lazy days either. I was gonna have a lazy day today too, but my meat was already sitting out for like an hour, so I was like, I don't know if that'd be healthy for it to like go back in the fridge and do it all over again. You know, I won't take off my shoes. Z's totally gonna go attack them in a minute. Dubai chocolate covered strawberries and is it Thai or Thai? It's Thai. Thai tea at Wendy's breakfast. Ooh, did you have biscuits and gravy? Wendy's biscuits and gravy is probably the reason why I'm now having to count my calories. I had an addiction. Granted, it is only like 400 calories, but still adds up when you're this short. I'm only 4'11". I gotta like be careful. See, Ethan, he can gain like, I remember when I was pregnant with our daughter, he gained like 14 pounds and we had no idea, neither of us. Completely undetected. Whereas if I gained 14 pounds, it looked like I gained another person. Like, because he's 6'3" and I'm 4'11". And it's bullshit. I got nowhere for it to go. I ordered the biscuits and gravy, but they gave me 2 sausage and biscuits. Huh. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I haven't really tried their other breakfasts because after I tried the biscuits and gravy, I was just sold on it. I'm doing chicken and Puerto Rican rice recipe from a friend's family. Yummy. Has anybody had parsnips before? Has anybody in the chat eaten parsnips before? So this is my first time. Nope. What are those? Doesn't even know what they are. I wouldn't know what to do. They smell pretty interesting. They're definitely fragrant. They smell like, kind of like carrots. Like strong smelling carrots. I had them at a French restaurant I cooked at. They're kind of like a carrot and potato at the same time. Really? Okay, so like a carrot and potato had a baby. That's actually what they look like too, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, the main reason why I'm eating parsnips is I'm trying to make all the different like in-season produce, and I've just been going down a list of like produce that's in season for the winter, and parsnip was next up on my list. So I was like, huh, I've never had parsnip before. Why not try it? So then I found this recipe for parsnip potato mash, which is basically like mashed potatoes, but with parsnips involved too. So I'm curious. I do love mashed potatoes. I'll say that. Peeled and cut into 1-inch pieces. I grew up with carrots, cauliflower, broccoli, but no parsnips. Same. And peas, a lot of peas. My mom's a big pea fan. But she'd make them like, she'd make like peas in a can, and she'd like put a shit ton of butter in there. To the point where it probably wasn't good for you anymore. Butter, salt, and pepper. But damn, it was good. I hated peas growing up, but now I don't mind them. I won't go out of my way to make them though. Yeah, she'd always make the like young virgin peas, which I feel dirty saying that. But I guess they're like tiny, like smaller than normal peas. But like, why do they need to call them that? Is my question. It always come in like this silver can. So I wonder if parsnips are like more commonly eaten in France than. If you had them at a French restaurant. I heard that France has like the best school lunches in like the world. Like they have like they treat their school lunches like another class, like an education about food and culinary and like about proper eating etiquette and all that stuff, which is kind of cool. And they're all free lunches, which is like, what? As someone from the US. Like, really? I remember having bagged milk as, you know, your one choice for drinks. It was just milk in a bag. And that's still like so weird to me. Like, why was it in a bag? Like, did we have like a plastic overage or something? Like, why did they do that? Let's see what we do with these parsnips. Okay, we gotta cover the potatoes, parsnips, and garlic with 1 inch of water in a 4 to 6 quart pot. Hold on, let me see how big that is. 4 to 6 quart pot. Okay, so that's kind of like a big pot, right? Like, one of these. Milk in a bag still doesn't make sense to me. No, it was like a horrible design. Like half the time you would like poke through with your straw to the bottom and then there'd just be like a giant milk puddle. Like, why? But it's like that, or you get like the milk cartons, which like you just struggle heavily with to try to open. So I guess both are pretty shitty designs. But at least like the cardboard version, you know, kind of disintegrates. Plastic doesn't. It just doesn't. So no, there's probably like a shit ton of landfills filled with bagged milk. And this roast beef is apparently already 98 degrees. I don't know if I trust this thermometer. This doesn't feel right to me. I remember root beer milk as a kid. Ooh, like root beer floats? Or like root beer flavored milk. Yeah, that thermometer does not. I don't trust it. A lot else about school lunches. Wait, you'd have root beer milk in your school lunches? The fuck? I remember this, like, Powerpuff Girl promotion, because I was, like, really into Powerpuff Girls. There was this, like, milk promotion thing with Powerpuff Girls, and they had, like, Buttercup's chocolate milk, Blossom strawberry milk, and Bubbles banana milk. And Bubbles is my favorite Powerpuff Girl. So I was like, oh, I gotta get the banana milk. And it was so shitty. It was like the most disgusting flavored milk I've ever had. But I would just like drink it and pretend I liked it because it was bubbles. Like I didn't want the Blossom or Buttercup milk, man.
If you're craving smaller ships, but bigger.
Can you not play ads for me audibly, randomly, out of nowhere and scare the shit out of me, iPad? But no, that wasn't even a school lunch thing. That was just a thing in the gas station thing. We also had orange-sickle flavored. That sounds interesting. Like, I don't know why they didn't go with, like, blueberry. Like, blueberry milk sounds kind of good. But instead they went with banana, and it was just, like, sickeningly sweet. Yeah, I don't know why. I love root beer floats, but root beer flavored milk sounds really gross to me. And I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, I remember for the most part, I would pack my lunch when I was younger anyway. And I'd always pack like a fruit roll up, usually. And I was just like so gross with my fruit roll ups. Like they had the different kinds of fruit roll ups, you know, like the ones that were like roll up like a lizard tongue, and then they had the others that were like rolled up like a sheet, you know? And I just like put that sheet of roll up all over my hand and eat it off my hand, and my hands are probably like so gross. Like I doubt I had that good of hygiene. I was like a first grader. And a lot of kids did that too. Like I got that idea from another kid. Cool. You can always check your thermometer by sticking the probe in a glass of ice water. I just feel like it's too impacted by the oven around it. Like I do think it works. I just think it's like detecting more so the oven air temperature than the meat temperature. And it might just be because there's too many holes in my meat. Because it did detect that my room was 75 degrees, and that's accurate. Okay, so now we need potatoes that are kind of 2-inch pieces. Seems pretty large. Hey, Ziggy. Colorado was weird in the early 90s and 2000s. Come on, Colorado's always been weird. In good and bad ways, you know? They're doing their own thing. It's alright. Now I need garlic.
How much?
How much? I already got it. I need 3 cloves of garlic. And it doesn't even say to like cut them up. I guess I just smash it all together after everything's cooked. So we got this big ass clove right there. This medium sized clove, and I think we just finished off that bulb. Throw that in here. Crush it and the aromatics will release better. Yeah. Yeah, smashed it. Should be fine. All right. So that's all the prep work, I believe, for our parsnip potato mash. Now we need to, okay, we cover this with 1 inch of water. The parsnip floats, so that's a little hard to do. Then let me bring this to a boil. I'll raise that to 150. Just because it's like getting hot a little faster than I think it should. Okay. Now I need 1 sprig of rosemary. Put that in there too, because that seems a little small. And salt. How much salt? Half of a tablespoon of salt. I got no tablespoon. So there's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. So that'd be 1.5 teaspoons to equal it out. Okay. Just made a weird noise, freaked me out. Bring to a boil, partially covered. And whenever it's boiling, we need to reduce the heat, simmer vegetables, partially covered, until very tender but not falling apart, 30 to 40 minutes. Oh boy. So now we wait. Apparently. Now we do a lot of waiting. if I want to stream the waiting. I don't think I do. Yeah, everything left is just waiting. So, maybe I'll post a picture on Twitter, or you guys can get the review off my husband's stream, Silent Sentry, in case you don't know. Just ask him how it was. I don't want to sit here and, reach for things to talk about for 30 to 40 minutes. That's a bit long. But thank you guys for hanging out with me while I prepared this. And wish me luck on how it turns out. I'll see you guys later. Bye.